Alright, so these banners are pretty bad, and the characters aren't really that great on them either, so just don't summon, alright? That's the short answer. Let's go over the long answer. Okay, long answer is Mizuki, standard banner character. She's gonna be free. You're literally gonna get her guaranteed on, like, September-ish? The 28th of September? I don't know when they do the free 5-star pull. But you're gonna be able to select her for the anniversary. Like, there's literally no reason to not get her. And then also Sigewinne, she's okay. She does have a good core with Fiorina plus her. However, nobody really wants to use that core. So it's kind of like she's good, but she's not at the same time, right? Like she'll get you through all the content. She works great with, Fiorina, best support in the game probably still. But Sigewinne isn't really anything special. Like, you just don't, there's no reason to get her. Like, she's just healing, I'm pretty sure. She may be doing more, but I mean, that's how little this character matters that I can't really remember her entire kit, right? Now, let's talk about the 4 stars. Xiangling got replaced. I don't care if you're the biggest Xiangling main, you can't tell me that I'm gonna choose Xiangling over my Mavuika. The only reason I would ever choose running Xiangling over Mavuika as a support is if I'm using Mavuika as a support. However, if I have to use Xiangling as the support, I just not gonna run the team. I'm not gonna do it. That's how much hatred I have for that character. Do not. This character, she's also free from Lantern right now. I get that you want like her C4 or something, but no, not good. Gorou, no, not good. He isn't even useful on his best team anymore. Basically, Xiangling and Fiorina and Mavuika is now Ito's best team. Gorou has lost his title. He's useless. There's no reason to run him anymore. Like, there is legitimately no reason to run him because the Ito team just does more damage when you put Mavuika plus Fiorina plus Xiangling on it because Mavuika does so much damage. So, no, Gorou, not there. I don't like him anymore. His design was always pretty bad because he's kind of the guy that forced Ito into triple Geo, right? If maybe you didn't need the second Geo, it would be fine. However, if you're a serious Ito main, you're not gonna need or want Gorou on your party. It's just as simple as that. Nowadays, it's just, like, you still can run Mono Geo, but don't do it. It is his worst team. From what I used, Ito with when I was using him, Gorou, no, I just don't like to do it anymore. It's sad to say. I wish he just, would have been so fine if he just gave his buffs, like every other, a crit damage support. Like, give him the crit damage, just no conditions to it. But they made conditions to it to where you need the 3 Geos, and it's very annoying. His design is what held Ito back for a long time because his support was so good that you didn't want to not put him on the team. But, yeah, Gorou, no. No. I'm good. Pass off Gorou. Same issue with Xiangling, right? Do you want to use Mavuika as the support, right? But then Sayu, no. There's just no reason to have this character. Like, she does basically nothing. She can run Beardescent, I guess, and heal. But, like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've seen Sayu in a single, like, meta team. Like, if we look at Jean, she's in some meta teams, right? Like, just because, that's how she works. Sometimes she could be, useful. Sayu, not so much. Sayu doesn't really have that. Sayu's just kind of a character that people have, but they never use because she doesn't have a use. So that's just how I feel about, Sayu there. And, yeah, overall, that's my thoughts on these banners. I don't think anybody should summon on them. Obviously, if you really like the character, like if you really like Sigewinne, like I said, she's good. But, nobody really wants the core of Fiorina plus Sigewinne. And I forgot to mention, we have Fiorina coming up. And if you're a Risley main, we got Risley coming up. Finally! Oh, man, that'd be so good, right? We have Risley, man. It's so good. And the dude didn't get a rerun for 14 months. So if you want Risley, just beware that Risley may not come back again. Just saying. I'm literally just saying. But up to you. Up to you guys. Now, as for this, no, don't summon on it. Mizuki's weapon is literally just EM. That's all it does. And I don't think... I mean, like, we have Nihida who wants a lot of EM, but Nihida's signature weapon also gives EM to the allies, whereas Mizuki's weapon doesn't do that, right? She's just EM, right? Yeah, Mizuki's weapon, not that good. Just gonna flat out say that. However, let me go ahead and look at, Sigewinne's weapon. I don't remember it being that good. I think it's just an HP bow, which I don't think there's another HP bow scaler. Yeah, no. This has got to be an awful. This has got to be an awful weapon. Yeah, no, there's not another. Oh, yeah, Yelan, I guess. But Yelan, I mean, this is just HP for Yelan. It's a load of HP. What you're getting is 78% HP, basically, from this bow. And then other than that, you can't get anything else from the bow because Yelan doesn't heal or mess with her bond of life. So, yeah, she's getting 78% HP from this bow. It's probably okay, but is it better than the other 5-star options? Probably not, because it doesn't have any crit rate or crit damage on it, right? 78% HP, it's good, but it's not, like, good compared to other 5-star bows, which have, crit rate, crit damage, right? They can work. Yelan, 78% HP, it's quite a bit of HP, though. I will say that. It's 78%, but that's it. That's all you're getting. And then, obviously, I'm just going to talk about the 4-stars here. They're all awful. I don't think that there's a single one in there that you would want to use. This Wavebreaker's Fin was okay for Raiden when she initially came out, but I just feel like you want the energy recharge on Raiden. This thing doesn't give you energy recharge, right? So, like, overall, her damage per burst would go up, but you would also need to compensate to give Raiden more energy because your weapon wouldn't be giving you energy. And you have the R5 catch already with Raiden. Like, you're just kind of screwing yourself out on that one, I feel like. But other than that, yeah, these were just awful banners. Like, actually. I think these were properly some of the worst banners we've ever seen in Genshin. I'm not joking. Like, Xiangling, before Mavuika, I would be like, oh, Xiangling's on the banner. She's a pretty good character. After Mavuika, I'm like, no, I'm not going to recommend people even get Xiangling, build Xiangling. Mavuika is the character you want to do for that, right? Like, once again, though, support Mavuika. Is she going to, just change up the team to Bennett, Fiorina, Xiangling, or whatever? Is the team better? Yeah. Speaking of Mavuika, I think she's going to work great with Yumiki, and I think overall, yeah, I just don't recommend people summon on these banners, especially if you don't have Fiorina. Just save for Fiorina. Literally, just wait 21 days. Please, do not summon for these characters. This is such awful banners. I've never seen worse banners. Like, because this character is a standard, right? You could literally summon for the next 5.5 banners and fail your 50-50 to this character right after. Now, I guess I haven't talked about it. Yumiki's Constellations probably will be pretty good, right? Comparatively to, Tighnari. Tighnari's got some decent constellations. So let me go ahead and look at him. Like, Tighnari's constellation first gives him 15% crit rate. I mean, if we see something like that for Yumiki, she does swirl damage. It would have to be something else, but like, maybe extra 500 elemental mastery from her constellation or C1. That'd be interesting. And then, second one is just danger damage bonus, just more damage, sure. It's not like we can get a lot of danger damage bonus in the game because there's not like, Kazuha wants to swirl. Fiorina does work as, a damage bonus for, Tighnari, but when this guy came out, we didn't really have that. So I imagine this seems a lot like his C2 does seem a lot stronger. And hold on, just to show you guys how much you can get. Like, I do, summon quite a bit more than other average players. However, I would like to show you my Dea and Tighnari constellations, right? So they are two sides of a different coin, right? So here's my Tighnari, right? The dude, I didn't summon on his banner. He's now C5, right? Dea, she's C0. It does come down to luck. However, imagine if this is you and you summoned on her banner. It just seems like a waste of pulls to me, if I'm being honest. It seems like a waste, especially knowing that we can get the C6, or not C6, but especially knowing that we can get the guaranteed copy of her, right? I don't think that you guys should be summoning on this. Literally, when her banner arrives, it'll be 210 or 211 or something. And then at that point, it's like 8 months, right? I get that's 8 months, but like, it's more like 7 months and like 10 days or something. I imagine Yumiki is going to be okay with constellations. However, I don't expect her base to be good. Same thing with Tighnari, right? His base wasn't good. And Dea, I think, is a mistake. But I mean, these are our latest 2 standard banner additions, and both of them haven't really been like top tier, right? Tighnari for the time was cool and was all right, but as time went on and we got more buffs, this guy is not really, had that same love. However, as time has gone on, people have gotten his Constellations from losing 50-50. So I recommend you guys don't summon for Yumiki because I just don't think that it's going to be a good decision. That's all I really have to say. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy. If you really enjoyed, feel free to become a member. It would really help support the channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.